it's time for heavenly or hogwash. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So here's the deal, y'all. We're going to see what this fudge comes out to be, because we don't know. I can't stand here and say that this pumpkin fudge recipe is the best you'll ever lay your lips on. I can't say that because it's not my recipe. So, you know, we're trying something new today. And y'all remember back once upon a time we did the series Heavenly or Hogwash. Y'all would send me recipes and I would try them out and see if they worked. You know, because let's talk for a minute. Let's talk for a minute. I don't know how many of y'all do Pinterest, okay? But you know that every recipe on Pinterest, you know every one of them's perfect, right? They come out perfect every time, right? Right? Have you ever heard the words Pinterest fail? Well, you know, hey, Miss Catherine. Well, you know, I wish I had pork chop up here. We do have a pork chop. Y'all know about pork chop. It's part of our family. I don't have any, but I didn't. Today's just one of those days. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to get Mr. Producer to roll this video of us putting together this recipe of fudge, pumpkin fudge. Oh, hey. Here we go. Mr. Producer, look who just dropped in. Yes. Here we go. We have pork chop, y'all. Pork chop has come to I can't believe he just walked out and tossed it over. We are just keeping it real today. I just want y'all to know we are keeping it real today. So if y'all are in for a good laugh or whatever, we have, there's a, okay, pork chop has on, yeah, when pigs fly. Pork chop's on the scene. We're going to roll this tape. We're going to roll this video of me putting together this fudge. And I want to show y'all. So what you do, you get out your 9x9 pan that you bought at the Dollar Tree store. You take your aluminum foil and you you want to turn the pan over. You want to make the impression of the pan on the foil. All right. So now we're going to turn the pan over. Look at that, voila! It just sits right down in there. Look at that. Look at that. How easy that is. Look at there. So you take your buttery. Take you some buttery and you line your pan really, really good. I mean, it's real important when you're doing fudge. You don't want nary a bit of that to stick to the aluminum foil. So there you go. You put your fudge. Okay, now we've got our sugar. I know the recipe. I got it right here. Then we're going to add us some brown sugar to the mix. We mix that all up. Then we're going to put us in, mix that up real good. Get as many of the clumps out as you can. Pour you in some evaporated milk. Stir that all up. Look at that. All right, make you a nice, stir it up, little darling. I'm sorry, is that a thing? All right, now we're going to put our pumpkin in there. Look at that precious stuff right there. Precious. That's Georgia pumpkin, y'all. That's Georgia pumpkin. We're going to stir that up. We're going to get that all stirred up in there. And we're getting that all mixed up. Yeah, we're going to, what else are we going to do? Oh, we're going to add our spices in there. We got us some nutmeg. We got us some pumpkin pie spice. We got us some cinnamon going on. Look at that. Look at that. It's smelling. Y'all can just imagine how good that right there is smelling. So we add us some buttery. We got us a stick and a half of buttery that we're going to put in there. Okay, so we're going to plop that in there. We're going to stir that all up. That needs to be room temperature so it can kind of mix in pretty good. How y'all liking that so far? All right, so we put it on the stove and we bring it to a boil. We bring it to a boil, we let that boil and keep stirring that stuff. Now don't you dare let that stuff stick to the bottom of the pot. Keep stirring it. And we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring it up to 238 degrees. Then we're gonna take it off the stove, pour us in a bag of cinnamon chips. Cinnamon chips. Okay, that's looking good. Look at that. We're gonna mix all that in there. Get them cinnamon chips all mixed in. Then we're gonna add us about one of those small containers of marshmallow cream. Yes, it's looking pretty good, ain't it, y'all? That's looking pretty good. We're gonna get that marshmallow cream all mixed up in there. Yes, we are. We still got some stuff to add. Now, by this time, it's getting pretty thick. We add us in some vanilla. Add us in some vanilla. Then we're gonna add us in some chopped pecans. I'm from the South, it's pecans. So we're gonna add all that in there, stir it up. Stir it up really good. We're gonna plop that down into our buttered can, our buttered pan. Is that looking good so far? That looking good? And we spread that stuff out. Yeah. Oh my goodness, look, that's looking good, y'all. It's smelling wonderful. It's smelling amazing right now. Can y'all smell it? All right, yep, that's looking really good. That's looking really good. Somebody's can't find pears. Miss Trish can't find pears. All right, now, here's where the rubber meets the road. All right. You know, I got to noticing and I don't know whereas y'all noticed it. I think Barb probably noticed it because of her experience in the food world, making candy and stuff like that. But I got to noticing when I added in those cinnamon chips, the mixture started seasoning way too quick. Way too quick. Okay. Now, we're going to find out, is this heavenly? Because look, here it is, y'all. Here it is. Have I got my camera fixed right? Camera's close enough. There you go. Y'all, it looks like, hey, Miss Catherine. Okay, so we're going to lift this out. Lift this out. Now this is, when I make my fudge, lining the pans, that's exactly what I do. I do it with every batch of fudge I make. That's how I do it. But y'all, I have a little bit of problem. I don't know what happened. I followed the recipe to a T. So we're going to try to saw into this. All right. Fudge should not be crumbly at all. That is not my idea of creamy fudge. Look at that. Can y'all see that? It is absolutely crumbling. So I would say on this. So let me try it and see. It has an excellent flavor. Actually, it has an amazing flavor. But fudge doesn't crumble like that. So when I got this done, I got to looking at it, and I told Mr. Producer, I said, that's not right. Something about that's just not right. So remember when I told you he'd pulled 2 recipes? I said, let me get that other recipe. Yeah, I said, right, exactly right. That's not fudge, y'all. Now, let's make lemonade out of these lemons. If you were to have some vanilla ice cream, all right, are y'all listening to me? Y'all hearing me? Y'all feeling where I'm going with this? If y'all was to have some vanilla ice cream in a bowl and then use these crumbles on top of that vanilla ice cream, y'all got you something. Oh yeah, y'all got you something good there. That's exactly what I would do with it. I'm not going to throw this away. No, because pumpkin is too. Can't find it up here. Have to go to Georgia to find it. So, okay. So I was sitting here and I said, Mr. Producer, I don't know what to do. This is ridiculous. See, these are the things, and I want to talk to you about this real quick. Hey, Tricia. You know, you watch these cooking shows. I know y'all watch them. I watch them. Everybody watches these cooking shows. And every time it comes out absolutely perfect. But see, what you don't see is how many takes it took to get it perfect. How many times they had to cook that dish over and over and over to get it perfect. All right? I told Mr. Producer today, I said, we're going on with this. I want to show people how recipes can go bad. Just because it's on the intranet, and I'm just going to say it, I hope I'm okay with saying it, but I'm going to say it. I pulled this from, or Dale pulled this from Taste of Home. I don't know how many of y'all have used their recipes before, Taste of Home. And the reviews on it was absolutely amazing. One of the reviews says, I've made this many times now. My kids call it pumpkin pie fudge. This is the only fudge of any flavor that my husband will eat. It's easy, tastes wonderful, and makes a lot. I mean, great fudge. I didn't have enough cinnamon bacon chips, so I added butterscotch. Okay. Fudge can be tricky. I made another recipe with great reviews from another site, but it just didn't have as good step-by-step directions. Yada, yada, yada. Here's, you know, okay, fine. I am a certified master culinary chef, pastry chef. This right here is not my idea of fudge, okay? So, in the 11th hour of us getting this stuff together, I asked Mr. Producer, I said, where's your second recipe? So he gave it to me. And I pulled this recipe. And I made this one. It's all recipes. It comes from All Recipes, pumpkin fudge. Went right straight by the whole thing, everything. Let's see. Yeah, you're watching a cooking show right now. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to step out of the camera. Y'all can still hear me. But anyhow, I'm going to bring out now, I went exactly by this recipe. First off, that you will notice, let me pull these into the camera shot. Do you notice the difference right there off the bat? Look how dark this one is. I still can't get over how crumbly. You know, I'm sitting here thinking this would be beautiful to put over to crumble it over a pumpkin streusel cake or something like that. That's amazing. All that right there. Okay, so I made this recipe. Now, And the reason why I was pulling recipes is because, again, like I said, I don't have a pumpkin fudge recipe in my repertoire. I don't. I've never made pumpkin fudge. All the other fudge that I make is classics that are tried and true recipes that, one of them, in fact, if y'all ever get the peanut butter fudge, if y'all ever order the peanut butter fudge, that was my mama's recipe. Mama made that forever. My kids, I mean, you can ask Caleb, it wasn't Christmas without Grandma's peanut butter fudge. So that's one of the that is the recipe that I use when I do my peanut butter fudge. So this already off the top is much more pliable. It's soft. It hasn't completely set yet because let me tell you something. I finally decided about about 50 minutes before we went on today, I was making this fudge. I was going to make this fudge. So now I'm going to show you the difference in this fudge because I can see it. I can see it already. Let me pull this one out of the way. Here, pork chop. You can sit with yours over there. Okay. Now, here's the pumpkin fudge. Look at that. The knife goes through that. It is so creamy. Look at that. Look, and it's not set yet. That right there, once it gets good and set, because again, I didn't have time, that right there is going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fudge. Look at this. Look how creamy that is. Look how soft and creamy that is. That right there is what fudge is supposed to be like. Again, it's not completely set, so but we're going to try this right here. Okay, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. That right there is heavenly. If you got some angels singing somewhere around, that's a keeper. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all. That is amazing. So, I have found a pumpkin fudge recipe. Again, like I say, this has got to completely set up. But this is what I want to show you about cooking shows. You know, you guys see all the glitz and glimmer and glamour and all this kind of stuff when you're watching these cooking shows, and they're all just very meticulously produced, and you see all these perfect dishes every time somebody makes them. Well, you gotta look. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I like to show you the behind the scenes stuff where I mean, like I say, this right here. This fudge is going to Georgia with us because Kayla asked for pumpkin fudge and Kayla's getting pumpkin fudge, and this is what she's getting, and she's going to absolutely love it. Like I say, it's still got to set up. It's got to set up some more. But see, the behind the scenes stuff is what I love to show because we just like to keep it real. I can't even get... Let me pull this one out of the way. We're going to try this one more time. One more time. Now this right here, y'all, this ain't no play knife. Okay? Okay, I got that recipe off of All Recipes. That is on the screen now. That is the one that is heavenly. Yes, that's the one that you want to make. It is phenomenal. I mean phenomenal. you can't, there, it will be on the website. It will be on the website as soon as we get done here. If it's not already, I don't know if it is yet or not, but yeah, that's the soft fudge. But if you look at this, I don't know what in the world those folks is thinking about how good this fudge is. And I mean, I have been trained to know how to follow recipes. And yeah, see, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna make it. I was even thinking about cutting through the middle of it to see if the middle. No, look at that. It's just one solid brick of stuff. But I'll tell you where I saw, once the cinnamon chips went in there, I could tell something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. But, so here we have had a lesson today. And knowing, like I say, knowing what happens behind the scenes of a cooking show, y'all might be surprised. But I don't care. I'm going to show you what happens behind the scenes of a cooking show. You know, many times a recipe won't turn out, and so then what you got to do, you kind of come back and tweak it, and then okay, well then we'll shoot this one, we'll video this one, and make sure it's right. Well, then something's wrong with that one. Okay, well finally you'll get to the most beautiful, gorgeous plate that you've ever seen on a cooking show. Oh, everything is perfect. Ooh la la. Yeah, well, what are you doing? I don't know. Okay, there's right there. Okay, see where the cinnamon chips went in? Watch how it starts to seize up. Do you see that? It becomes very dry, and I'm thinking, well, okay, we're fixing to put in some marshmallow cream, so maybe, you're right, sis, it looks just like what happens when, you know, but it didn't work. Marshmallow cream didn't work. It does. It looks like, you know, when you're working with chocolate, and you get a drop or two, all you need is one drop of water, and that chocolate, and it'll seize right up. You can't do anything with it. It's rock solid. And that's what's happened to this. So, no. I think pork chops got him a lot of pumpkin stuff to eat. So, we've kept it real for y'all today. This pumpkin fudge right here is absolutely a keeper. That is a keeper. Now, I actually will go in and tweak this pumpkin recipe because I love a little bit of chopped roasted pecans. That tends to bring the pumpkin flavor out even more. So I would add about a half a cup of finely chopped roasted pecans into as you're mixing it up. Now, I will tell you, follow the recipe. We didn't video it because we was like on the fly. I was doing this like, I got to do something. I got to make something that's going to be decent out here, hopefully. And so we didn't video that one. But the directions are very easy to follow. They will be on our website. If you haven't got time to wait for the website, you can go to all recipes and get the pumpkin fudge. But there you have it, folks. We've got some pumpkin fudge that'll be wrapped up, sealed tight, and headed to Georgia with us for our daughter to indulge in. Let's see. Okay, so now Mr. Producer really loves the flavor of this first one. To him, it has a lot more pumpkin flavor, but then again, it also has more spices in it. This one had nutmeg. Let me double check. yeah, it had nutmeg, ground cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice in it. So it had 3 kinds. This one only had cinnamon in it. So that the enhancement of the flavors, the spices, I think might have enhanced this one to where he liked the flavor of this one. It's just not fudge. So you know, get you some recipes, try them out. Try them out. That's all I can say. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that pumpkin is so hard to find right now, and I don't like to waste it. So I won't waste that. I will save that and do something creative with it. Never can tell where you might see pumpkin crumbles show up at. So how long will fudge last? Well, if you have, okay, so your fudge is made up of butter, evaporated milk, marshmallow cream, sugar, did I mention sugar? You know, and then your flavorings depending on, and your nuts. If you keep it in an airtight container, you can leave it out for a couple weeks, but after that you really need to put it in the fridge. And what I like to do is put it in the freezer, you know, wrap up maybe 3 or 4 pieces at a time, wrap them, and then in wax paper, and then wrap them in saran wrap and get all the air pushed out of them. Pop them in the freezer, you know, and every now and then, if you get a hankering, pull you out a piece of fudge and let it sit, come to room temperature, and you got your piece of fudge. Now that we're doing this, we have started the BackRoads Healthy Lifestyle. Yes, we have. We have a group. If you are a member of BackRoads Ministries, let's talk about this real quick. If you are a member of BackRoads Ministries, we have started a new group. It's called the BackRoads Healthy Lifestyle. One word that will not be allowed to be used within the group is the word diet. We don't use that word. It is a lifestyle. We have the Holy Spirit really impressed upon me about how we are the temple. We are the temple of the Lord, and God has entrusted us with this temple. So it is our responsibility to take care of it. So if you're on the ministries page, we would love to have you join us over on the other group page. We are going to get started. We was going to get started this past week, but I had a ton of things to get done. But we're going to get started tomorrow on our journey, and we're going to start learning how to live a healthy lifestyle. It's not all about what food you eat. It's about the rest you get, the exercise. And I'm not saying to go to a gym. That's not what I'm saying. But just walking. You know, walking is good for us. You know, get the steps in. Walk a little bit. And it's not that you have to do a lot, but just to keep your body going. We want to get to a healthy lifestyle. We want to, and within getting to that healthy lifestyle, that also means along the way we're going to drop a few pounds. So that's a good thing too. You know, we can all stand to do it. And I know everybody, I can hear it in stereo. But Chef Jan, it's the holidays. You can go through the holidays and have a healthy lifestyle. Okay? Trust me on that. And if you'll join up with me, I'll show you how you can do that. We've got a few members that have joined up already, and I'm really excited about it. So if you're not on BackRoads Ministries, we invite you to come and join us over on our ministry page. We're constantly praying. That's what we're called to do. We're called to pray for one another. We're also called to praise. And when the Lord is blessed, we get out and we praise, we encourage each other. I'd love to have you come join our group. And then once you join the group, you can come on over to the BackRoads Healthy Lifestyle. Also, while we're at it, and I want to mention this now because I know we've got some folks, a lot of folks that's here. Oh, Miss Patsy's done dropped 3 pounds while she was in therapy. Yay! Miss Colleen, I don't think that less chips would have eliminated the problem that was going on with this. It had to do with the pre-start. As I was starting the fudge, the way they ask for, the way they tell you to start it, the start of it wasn't quite what it needed to be. So I don't know, maybe, but I don't know if less chips would have not caused it to seize up. I'm not sure. I've got to go through the recipe some more. But while we're at it, we have a group, we have plenty of groups. We've got a group off of the ministry page called Be a Blessing Pen Pal Group. Now, we started this group. This will be our third holiday season. Our third holiday season. The blessings that have flown through that group have been unbelievable. We've got Miss June Costello. She is the head of that group. She is amazing. What we are doing now, we are opening that group up for the holiday season. Let me explain something to you. If you're on the Be a Pal Pen Pal group, Be a Blessing Pen Pal group, that doesn't mean that you're automatically going to get switched over. Miss June is going to be posting a post within the next little while. If you want to be in the Christmas card group, you will have to respond to that post. If you don't, she will automatically think that you do not want to be a part of it. There is a deadline. We'll talk about that on the group page, but I want to get you guys to thinking about how much excitement and how much blessings you get when you go to your mailbox and you receive a Christmas card that's been handwritten. Sometimes there's scripture verses in there. Sometimes there's a sweet message in there. But just how blessed you are when you go to your mailbox and you do that. I receive a blessing when I take my cards to the mailbox to be mailed out. I pray over each and every one of them before they even hit the mailbox. So think about this. If you'd like to be a part of that group, again, you have to be a member of BackRoads Ministries to do that. So Kimberly DeFazio, don't you worry, I got you covered, honey. So we're so glad you joined us today so that you could see what really goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes the recipes work, sometimes they don't. So we wanted to show you this. Well, we didn't actually set out to show you this today, but that's what it turned into, so I'm glad it did. Let's see. Yeah, brownies is not listed under the healthy lifestyle, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it. So please, if you're on the ministries page, come and join us, because there's a lot to learn about how to have a healthy lifestyle. And you will not believe it's not, and we're not using that 4-letter diet word. We're not using that. It's not about a diet. It's about changing our lifestyle and taking care of us so that we can stick around a little bit longer, you know? All right, guys, listen, we're going to cut you loose. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. We are so glad that you came today and joined me in the kitchen here in Kansas. Never can tell what we're going to come up with for next Sunday. It will be a healthier dish, I will tell you that. So we hope that you'll join us. I hope that the changing into the healthy lifestyle doesn't scare you off. But I would love to have you come join us over on the BackRoads Healthy Lifestyle. I promise you, you will learn things that you didn't know. And I'm going to be with you every step of the way as we go through this journey together. Because all of us needs to be more healthy, right? So listen, we hope that you've had a blessing today. We hope that you'll be a blessing. And be positive, guys. In a time where there's so much negativity, be positive. Be joyful. We have a Lord and Savior that loves us, and He blesses us constantly. So until we meet again here in the kitchen next Sunday, 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, don't forget, if you're in the ministries page, well, shucks, we're going to be right here again, not in my kitchen, but right here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. We have a lesson that you do not want to miss. So until tomorrow night, or next Sunday, or Tuesday night for the auction, y'all go with God.